What's good, everyone? Welcome back to Cleveland Sports Unfiltered. So we are officially done with free agency, and the draft is coming up soon. So we are in what I call slow season. The news for the Browns is slow. There's no moves in free agency, no major moves to be had. More, minute moves like special team and depth pieces for, just depth pieces. Like I said, the draft is coming up soon. Owners meeting is coming up soon, so we should be hearing some things about draft trade back and all that goody good shit. But that's not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is the whole Jarvis Landry comments on Kevin Stefanski. Um, I anybody who knows me and anybody who watches this who knows me knows I am a Kevin supporter. Do I support everything he did? No. Do I think he deserved to be fired? Yes. Do I think the Browns regret firing him? No. We were on two timelines. Kevin was a coach that wanted to win now, but you can obviously tell the Browns wanted to rebuild, so it was time to go. And plus, the offense is the offense. It is what it is. But it's not what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about, not like Jarvis's comments because Jarvis's comments is Jarvis's comments. Now there is one comment that he made about Kevin first initially giving up play calling, and from the time frame he talked about, it was like he was talking about Jarvis. Jarvis was talking about his last season in 21, but that makes no sense, and I want to low key call him out on bullshit because that year, if you look at the record, if I'm not mistaken, the record was literally I think we were 8-9, and the record was like as far as wins and loss, it was like win loss win loss win loss, and he said like when Kevin when times got tough, that's when he took away the play calling, but then when it got good again, he gave it back. But I want to ask you guys, it's like as many moles as the Browns have in that building, and we know a coach that got fired for being a fucking mole. You don't so that somehow that fucking story didn't get out. Somehow that story didn't get out. Come on, that's why I call it bullshit. Because yeah, was the year great? No, but was the year as bad as he making it out to be? No, because we were literally up, down, up, down, up, down, and not because he said when things got bad. So I interpret it as okay when we went on this like losing stretch because we did with going like a 3 game losing streak, but that was towards the back end of the season. And again, if he gave up play calling when Jarvis was here in 21, you telling me that story didn't get out? So as many moles as the Browns have, that story didn't get out to nobody. Mary Kay never report. Like, come on now, yeah. But he's a player. He was in the locker room. So how can we tell him he's a liar? I call bullshit on that. Me personally, and I know like one of my favorite creators, Quincy Carrier, he calls bullshit on it too. I call bullshit on it, in my opinion, because that timeline, not the timeline, but as many, like I said, as many moles as the Brown had. How didn't that story get out? Especially throughout the entirety of the whole drama. Oh, what it got lost in the Odell Baker situation. That's what y'all gonna tell me. It got lost in the Odell Baker situation. That's what many would say. But another thing that I wanted to talk about. That's my whole little rant on Jarvis. It is what it is on that one. But my whole thing is, when are we going to finally stop caring about exes? If anybody, everybody's done it before. I've done it before. Been the motherfucker who say they're over their ex, but they're not. Like, are we over Kevin? I am. I know a few people who does what I do are. Like, can we stop talking about him on this channel? Outside of this video and maybe the game that we play against the Falcons, it's the only time that Kevin's going to be mentioned. I'm not about to be the type of motherfucker who sits here and talk about my ex the entirety of the time with Manu Boo. Man, ain't nobody got time for that shit. Like, he's gone. He's been gone for 3-4 months. He's been gone for 4 months now. We have had a new coach for 3 months now, and just constant talking about Kevin all this week that I've been hearing. I'm just like over just talking about him because like he's gone. Now, there's situations that people talk about to make him seem like he was never a good coach. I mean, he got 2-time coach of the year. Like, yeah, that's just a willy nilly thing that just get handed out to any and everybody. Yeah, and the most lame duck coaches win coach of the year, right? Okay, cool, fine, but you know, and the Shador fans is the Shador fans. They have their grief and gripes with Kevin. I'm not getting into that, but that's their prerogative, and they don't like him, and you know it bleeds over to the Atlanta area because the Sanders family is legendary in Atlanta because obviously the greatest corner of all time, Deion Sanders, played there, played obviously wonderful for them. So I'm not knocking some of the Sanders fans gripe with Kevin and all of that, but Browns fans who act like Kevin actually never did anything good for the franchise, that's complete utter bullshit. That's complete and utter bullshit. Like, you just act like, oh, he didn't bring the most stability since the exception, since we came back, and act like he didn't just bring 2 winning seasons in the second winning season, 11-win season, the second 11-win season. He did it with 5 different quarterbacks. Not one, not two, five different quarterbacks. He got a win against our arch nemesis with Dorian. He got a win with our arch nemesis against Dorian, the team who constantly kicks our ass. Used to kick our ass every single year in our building. Hell, their Hall of Fame quarterback got the second most wins in our fucking building than most Browns quarterbacks outside of Baker. And he got a win against that team with Dorian. You can't tell me he wasn't a good coach. Now, I get it. Like I said, I definitely had some grievances. He could have been better with the media. He definitely could have had better communication with his players. I'm not saying he was a perfect coach, but I'm also not about to sit up and just shat on him on his way out and like, yeah, you never did anything good for us. No, that's absolute bullshit. And everybody who sit back and actually say he really wasn't that good, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Am I saying he's the greatest? Absolutely not. But am I going to go sit here and lie, act like he never did anything good in the city? That's a lie. That's a lie, and all of you know it. Anybody who out there saying he never did anything good, that's a lie. That's a lie. A bad coach, like I said, doesn't make the playoffs with 5 different fucking quarterbacks. Name me a good coach. Name me a bad coach that could go to the playoff with 5 different quarterbacks, and one of them is Dorian. You can't. So, that's my whole little, rant on, everything like that. Because, Browns fans, like I said, Sanders fans, I understand not all the way, but I understand some of your grievances you have with Kevin. Cool, fine. You're not the fans who I'm talking to. I'm talking to actual Browns fans who've been Browns fans, not been Browns fans, but, since Kevin was here, actual Browns fans. Browns fans who act like Kevin did absolutely nothing. You're lying. And I can try to understand your personal hatred for him. I don't ever want to make anything personal to somebody I never met. I may not like him as a player or a coach? Yes, but do I ever let that bleed into like it's like a personal thing No, no. I mean, it's all a parasocial relationship, anyways, that we have through phones and screens and TVs and all that good shit, and through the internet and all that. But we're only in a parasocial relationship. I don't have a physical, actual relationship enough to sit and care about these guys to where I'm making it personal. Some of y'all make it super personal, like he wronged your family member. Nah, I get it. Like I said, the Shador's crowd is to see you aunties, uncles, and all that. They live in their whole world, and we're gonna let them live in that world. God bless them, and hopefully the best for Shador this year. But Browns fans and acting like worst coach ever. You guys know that's a lie. And again, I I'm probably gonna get disagreed on this with, but I do call out Jarvis for that bullshit because I think that's bullshit, and he knows that's bullshit. But this is the perfect. This is slow season, and dunking on Kevin is the hot thing to do right now. So let me dunk on Kevin, and we all wanted to be in Atlanta anyways with D Watt, and if you heard that part of the pod and all that good shit, that's cool. But dunking on Kevin seems like the hot thing right now. I'm loved in Cleveland. He's hated in Cleveland. Let me dunk on him and get the subscribers and shit up. Not calling him out or anything like he's clickbaiting or anything like that. But I do think that's bullshit, and I wish she could tell the full story or whatever, but probably not. But I do call him out on bullshit because if you just look at his final year in Cleveland, like I said, up, down, up, down. There was never this, or when it got bad, like this, it was a bad stretch to where like we won three. No, 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 not one. We lost three, won one, lost four, won one. It wasn't like that. Like the last 2 years have been. It wasn't like that in 21. It was literal up, down, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, and then like, the final 4 games of the season we lost three and then won that last one. If I'm not mistaken, if I'm wrong, please somebody correct me in the comment section below. And I already know you guys are gonna do it respectfully. I know you're gonna do it respectfully. So, but that's just my little rant on that. I don't want to hold you guys up too long, but you know, I just want to ask everyone, when are we finally gonna let our exes go? You know, because we got a new boo in Todd Monken. Let's embrace him. Let's let him be him, and let Kevin go. But I already know we're not gonna let him go, no matter how the season goes. If we were to win 13 games and he has a bad season, haha, look, y'all gonna dunk on Kevin even more. But if vice versa, we're gonna have the Cleveland woe is me sad pity party like we do for some odd fucking reason, like we did with Baker. We dunked y'all. Most of y'all dunked on Baker, and then when he got good in Tampa or improved in Tampa, it's woe is me. We should have kept Baker and Andrew and Kevin. No, not Andrew. Because for some reason Andrew doesn't get blamed, but oh, Kevin's the bad guy and all this other shit that y'all guys be saying, and the whole woe is me movement in Cleveland. I fucking hate it because we don't need it. Like we don't need to have a pity party for ourselves. The team is already bad enough. Like we don't need to have a pity party every time, something bad happens, we lose somebody, then they go be successful elsewhere, and it's woe is me. Like I'm over that type of shit, and I'm over talking about our ex. Like I said, this is gonna be maybe 1 or 2 videos I do on Kevin. The next time you hear me talk about him, it's probably the game against Atlanta. Other than that, he's not gonna be mentioned on here. Baker's not gonna be mentioned on here until we face him. It's the last time you're gonna hear his name. I'm not doing the pity party shit that everybody loves to do. I'm not doing the woe is me. bullshit, and we can all take that shit somewhere else. The woe is me party, the pity parties, that shit can go elsewhere. But those are just my thoughts on it. Y'all, let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. Please, 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 please hit that like, share, subscribe button for me. It is absolutely free to you guys, and it does wonders for me, and it continue to help me grow this channel with you guys, because I'm nothing without y'all. So please hit that like, share, and subscribe button for me. And until next time, peace.